Hello, I hope you are very, very well. So today we are going to be working with the largest or the smallest number, but we're going to start by circling the smallest number. So we're going to look at the numbers we have here, and we need to work out which one is the smallest first. So which number is the smallest? So remember, if we have a two-digit number, so any number that has two numbers within it, so for example, it could be 22, 34, 65, 90, any number which has one, two digits. What's the first number that we look at to identify whether it's a larger or the largest number or the smallest number? What's the first number that we look at? Do we look at the number in the tens grid, or do we look at the number in the ones grid to identify how large this number is? Have a think. So if we're identifying the number which is the largest, if it's a two-digit number, we look at the number in the tens grid first. Okay, we look at the number in the tens grid first. So for these numbers, let's say them out loud before we start. What numbers do we actually have? So we have a number with 4 in the tens grid and 3 ones, which is 43. The next number down has 2 tens and 6 ones because it comes under the ones column. So 2 tens and 6 ones is 26. And 9 tens and 2 ones is what number? 92. Fabulous. By looking at the numbers in the tens column only, so these numbers here, number 4, 2 and 9, which is the largest number? Which is the biggest number? Which is the biggest number? Which is the biggest digit? You are absolutely correct. So the biggest digit we have here is 9. So we know that number 92 is the largest number. But looking back at our question, we've been asked to identify the smallest number. So when you answer something, always look back at the question just to verify what you've been asked. So they're asking us to circle the smallest number. How are we going to identify the smallest number? We're going to look at the numbers in the tens columns and find the smallest number. Which number is the smallest? Number 2 is the smallest number. So number 2 has 2 tens and 6 ones, which is number 26. So we think that number 26 is the smallest, but if we're not sure, what do you think we could do to double check really quickly? What we can do is to actually draw out our tens and ones. Here we go. So number 26 has how many tens? It has 2 tens and how many ones? 6 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's pick another number. This number here, what number is that? Indeed, that's number 43. Let's draw out number 43. How many tens does number 43 have? You're correct, it has 4 tens. So let's draw out 4 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4. And already we can see that number 43 has more tens than number 26. But let's finish off. How many ones in number 43? That's right, it has 3 ones. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. And we've got one last number, number 92. Where should we draw that? Should we squeeze it down here? Number 92. So tens and ones, 92. How many tens in number 92? How many tens? That's correct. There's quite a lot. There's 9 tens. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's quite a lot. 8 and 9. 9 tens in number 42. And how many ones? How many ones in number 92? There's 2 ones in number 92. So just by looking at all of these numbers, we can already see which number is the smallest by looking at the tens first. Which number has the least amount of tens? Number 26 has the least amount of tens. It's the smallest number here. So we can circle number 26 because we know that number 26 is the smallest number. We know it's got the least amount of tens in number 26. Fantastic. Shall we do one more? Here we go. Moving on. Got to find it. Here we go. So this time we are looking for the greatest number. The greatest number. You could also say the largest number. We're looking for the greatest number this time. So we have some numbers here. Now again, we're going to try and use our tens and ones to identify which number is the largest or the greatest. If you can do that just by looking at your tens as identified in this column here, fantastic. If not, you can also jot them down and draw some pictures like I am. Here we go. Let's do our first number here. What is our first number here? What's the first number? What number? 8 tens and 1 ones. It's number 81. So tens and ones. I'm going to write 81. How many tens in number 81? How many tens in number 81? It's quite a few. Got 8 tens, so let's draw them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. How many ones? How many ones in 81? Yeah, that's right, just the one. There we go, put a little one there. Fantastic. So we've drawn out number 81. What's our next number? What's our next number? 9 tens. No ones for this one. Let's write our tens and ones and our number underneath. It's number 90. Brilliant. 9 and a 0, 90. Here we go. Let's draw them out. How many tens in number 90? How many tens? We have 9 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 tens in number 90. How many ones in number 90? How many ones in number 90? That's correct. There's no ones in number 90, so we don't have to draw any ones at all. What is our last number? What's our last number? It has a 4 in the tens column and a 1 in the ones column. What is the number? Shout it out if you know what it is. Tens and ones. It's number 41. Let's draw it out. Here we go. How many tens? There's 4 tens. Brilliant. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 tens. And how many ones again? I can't remember. We can always look back. Only 1 1. There we go. So the question was, circle the greatest. It's asking us to circle the greatest, the number with the most, the highest number, the biggest number. That's what we have to circle. So looking at our tens, which number has the most tens? Because remember, if it's a 2-digit number, we can look at our tens to help us identify which number is the greatest or the most. We know that 9 is larger than 8 and 9 is larger than 4. And we can look at our drawings as well. This is our largest number. Even if it doesn't have any ones, that's why we look at our tens first. We look at our groups of tens first. If it's a 2-digit number and we need to find out the greatest or the smallest, look at your tens first because these are groups of tens. So this number 90 is the largest or the greatest number, even though it doesn't have any ones. Number 41 is the smallest number because it has the least amount of tens and it's only got one 1. Number 41 only has 4 tens. Number 81 has 8 tens, but number 90 has 9 tens. Absolutely fantastic. And remember, if you need to, go back over the video and make some drawings yourself. How about on a piece of paper, you draw out some of your numbers in tens and ones. Use the long lines like this as your tens, and you can use the little circles to identify the ones. Here we've drawn 1 10 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ones, making number 15. Can you try and do that yourself? If you wanted to, have a range of numbers and work out which one is the greatest or the smallest using your tens and ones. Absolutely brilliant. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.